I thought, let's start. How does a great life start? Youth, all you lovely guys, you are the future. How does a great life start? Somebody said go to sleep. Dream. Okay, a great life starts with a great dream. And if you want the great dream to come true, you say you got to wake up. And then you see it's a far distant dream. You need to build a ladder to your dream. Once you build a ladder, what do you think you have to do? You got to climb. And climbing is always a challenge. You need 4 Ds, 1A and 1P. 4 Ds, D number 1. Determination, lovely, D number 2. Dedication, D number 3. Discipline, D number 4. Desire. You need 1A. Attitude. And that 1P to finally get to your dream. Passion. You have that 4 Ds and that 1A and the passion, probably you're en route to your dream. Well, friends, being an entrepreneur is an entrepreneur who takes risks. I believe an entrepreneur is a person who can conceive, who can believe, and who can achieve. It's a person for all the desire and all the death, because for them, sky is not the limit. Right? Here is the story of Peter and Paul. They were playing in the garden in the morning, and then they formed a cocoon. So they took the cocoon home, put it on the table, and they wanted to see how this butterfly comes into the world. They put it, Peter tells Paul, let's see how this butterfly comes. And then after 5 minutes, with a lot of struggle, suddenly the cocoon is punctured and one wing comes out. So Peter tells Paul, this poor butterfly is struggling so much, I want to help this butterfly. So what they do, Peter takes a blade and goes on the other side of the cocoon and cuts that cocoon at the side to help that butterfly. Couple of minutes later, with not much of a struggle, the next wing comes out. And then after 5 minutes, there's a big buzz and the butterfly comes in and starts flapping its wings. They're waiting, Peter's waiting for the butterfly to fly. They're blowing, they're nudging and going along, but the butterfly is not flying. So they go, Mommy, 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 this butterfly is not flying, Mommy. Come and see what's the problem. So Mommy says, I'm busy, you better go and mind your own work. They said, no, Mommy, come and see. So finally, Mommy comes and she says, I don't know, but I got a neighbor, his name is Freddy Everready. He's a biologist, so he can tell you exactly what's gone wrong. So Peter and Paul go to Freddy and say, good morning, sir. Sir, we've seen this cocoon, we took it, we put it on the table, and we've seen it, and now the butterflies come out, but the butterfly's not flying, sir. What did he do? Peter tells the Paul, I didn't do anything, sir. Paul tells Peter, I didn't do anything, sir. You should have done something, otherwise the butterfly's got to fly. Then finally, they give up and tell Freddy, sir, after the first wing came out, I wanted to help this butterfly. So hence, I cut the other side of the cocoon. Freddy says, Peter and Paul, you didn't help this butterfly to fly. You helped this butterfly to fly. Because God has created the butterfly in such a way, it has to go through that struggle to pump that fluid into the wings so that their wings become airworthy. By you not allowing it to go through that struggle, so what's the moral of the story? No struggle, no fly. And if you don't fly, you die. I like that, you die. So that's what, in the entrepreneur world, my friends, there is no shortcuts. You got to go through the journey in your life. Why do new businesses fail, many of them? I put together 7 reasons. And I finally concluded that businesses businesses don't fail. People do. That's what I believe. 7 of them. Poor planning, poor execution, insufficient capital, poor management, lack of professional advice, breakup of the founding team, and growing too fast. What do you see in this picture? The lion is scared. Very nice. You got all the power, you got all the ammunition, but you got it in the wrong place. Right? So the hunter is hunted. I think yesterday a couple of speakers spoke about this, the SWOT and the business plan. A flick and a click to Mr. Google and you can flick it off. You're ready with your business plan. That's what many of the startups do today. Very easy. Put it together. And once it's made, most startups make it only for funding. Once they get the debt in place, everything's fine, then they don't go back to the business plan. It's very important that we measure our progress. Clean accountability. Ability without dependability is a liability, and that is not accountability. Right? You are the startup CEO, you've got to be accountable what you do. I love the pilot on the plane. I just took a journey from Bangalore to Mumbai. The pilot doesn't take that plane off the tarmac till his flight plan is in place. What is the flight plan? The first point he puts in, destination. Destination Mumbai. So the destination becomes the goal. Right? Once he finishes that, they put in the fuel, he sees what's the weight of the fuel, put in the baggage, see what's the weight of the baggage, put in what's going to be the takeoff weight, what's going to be the landing weight, and then he calls up the clock tower. At what altitude I'm supposed to be flying at. What is the speed? What is the tailwind? He gets all these details and what time is